Welcome, watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion, and, well, Merry Christmas, because it's past midnight. I know, I said I was going to get this out for Christmas Eve, but do you know what? I thought, well, what better Christmas present could you get from me than a Christmas special on the day itself? So if you're just waking up, Merry Christmas. If you are halfway through your day, Merry Christmas. And, well, whichever time of day it is, Merry Christmas from me, Rich, at the Retro Revival Show, and bringing you a very special Christmas edition of the show. Yes, so I've split it up into sections, and, yeah, you'll get a nice big slice of retro pie, especially for you, on Christmas 2021. Can't believe we'll be saying welcome to 2022 very soon. That's going to be a bit strange, isn't it? So anyway, the first game of choice is Prisoner of War on the arcade. Now, I seem to remember this being a lot more fun, but we will give it a chance. This wasn't released actually on many home systems. I think the Nintendo, the NES, I think had a version of this, but I don't think it was a widespread release. Taking its inspiration perhaps from Double Dragon, but it's just a secure, side-scrolling beat-em-up really, with a guy in denim. Why not? So basically, you are a prisoner of war and you have to escape the POW camps. Now, you can see there's a lot of guys who just really, really don't like you for some reason. Come on, dudes, it's Christmas, chill. So anyway, this is the arcade version, and it's it's not as good as I remember it, but then sometimes that happens with rose-tinted glasses, doesn't it? You put them on and, the world's a better place. But there you are. So we're going to look at all the usual criteria and the time that we've got for this particular game. And so we'll start off with the graphics. I mean, graphically, it's okay. It's not too bad when you look at it. Unfortunately, it's kind of a bit poo when the animation starts. It's kind of Rosetta Stone-ish. Now, I'd never put any other game in that category, but it's close. It's close. Now, I was hoping not to bring you any Christmas stinkers for this Christmas special, but we've got to have at least one. So hopefully this will be the only one, because I've got a nice little lineup of things for you to check out in this. I think it's probably going to be about an hour. So I hope you've got some refreshments and you've been to the toilets, because there's no toilet breaks in this show, ladies and gentlemen. Unless you press pause, in which case, go ahead. But yeah, you might as well flush this game down the toilet while you're at it. But there you go. It's the animations aren't very smooth. But then, back in the day, they weren't, were they, really? Some games are amazing, but this one's quite sluggish. That is a massive black hole. Oh, wait, no, there's guys coming out from a rope, so I'm guessing that's supposed to be the shadow of a helicopter or a UFO, because we can't really tell by the shape, can we, folks? But other than that, I suppose it's just your bog standard beat 'em up, and it is two players simultaneously. We'll give it that much. I don't know if the other guy is in red. I don't know. I'm assuming it would be, but hey, because then that would make it Double Dragon, pretty much, wouldn't it? The control system is a bit meh. It's not overly responsive, so you'll be trying to do all these different manoeuvres and things like that, which it really doesn't have a lot of choice either. You can't grab anybody, which is a bit of a shame, because that would have helped this game quite a lot. And the bad guys do tend to absolutely pummel your head in, really quite easily as well. And well, you'll see, but they're already starting to back away, so you've got to kind of do this jump kick manoeuvre, which doesn't really do much. I mean, it'll knock them down, sure, but that's about as far as you're going to get with it. And if you heard that weird noise, that was my that was my room freshener going off. Oh, look at that amazing climb! Have I got knuckle dusters on? Or was that just? I can't work it out, folks. I really can't. But with 26 credits, we'll see how far we can get. So here we are, Prisoner of War. So yeah, some mobs carry weapons, and then they flash red when they're angry and about to die. But you can pick up their weapons. When you have run out of ammunition, you will basically have the opportunity to hit them with it. I really wouldn't bother hitting them with it, because it doesn't do anything. By the time they get into range for you to hit them, they've already decked you. So Yeah, and you can't drop it. From what I can see, you can't actually drop the weapons, so you've just got to carry it around till somebody hits you and you actually drop it yourself. But there you go. Nope. I can't. I'm not going to pass judgment yet. I mean, it still could work out to be a pretty good game, although I'm not holding out much hope for this. But yeah, there were plenty of Double Dragon clones back in the day. There was Vigilante, that was actually quite a good one though. Shadow Warriors, of course, which was my very first review on this channel. But this one just, I don't know, they've set it in a weird setting as well. It's kind of, it's like Commando, sideways scrolling Commando, but just not very good. I mean, look, whoever's lobbing these grenades out of the helicopter are missing me completely, except for that one, which I jumped into. That was my fault. I did that on purpose. I promise, I did it on purpose. I did. What are you trying to say? That I actually got hit by it? No. Okay, maybe I did, but that's beside the point. Anyway, so it's a bit of a hit and miss, mainly miss because you can't actually hit anybody. Look at this. They're just absolutely, they're doing the old gang up on you routine. It's not very fun at all, and unfortunately, it's yeah, this would have been dropped into the Dungeon of Drax, I think. Now I know I keep mentioning Dungeon of Drax, but it is coming. I promise you, it is coming, and I've got to do an intro for it. That's what's holding it back, folks. The intro. It's all that all-important intro is holding back the dungeon. So there you go. I can't believe it's Christmas Eve already, man, or Christmas Day as it was, because I mean it's like, let me have a look at my clock. It's about 5 past midnight, so it's very early on into Christmas Day here. But for some of you, it's going to be Christmas Eve, and so for some of you, it's going to already be Christmas Day. So I hope you're all ready to go and play retro games, because that's what we do. I've just gone to check on everything for tomorrow, and my gas rings aren't working, so I'm gonna have to do everything by matches tomorrow. That's fun, isn't it? But never mind. When I say do everything by matches, I don't mean I've got to literally set everything on fire. What's got to happen is I've got to ignite the gas rings by matches, because the gas is coming out, but the igniter switch is bust, which is really annoying because I've only had that for about 5 months, if that. So that's going to have to be sorted out. And what day does it break down on me? The day before I sodding need to use it. But that's just my life, unfortunately, folks. But there we are. Yeah, so we've got quite a nice little lineup for you. Hope you're going to enjoy what we've got coming. This game, I just thought we'd start with this and see how we got on. But I'm sorry I bought you the worst. First the worst. Yes, here you go. First the worst. Yeah, sound and music as well. It's very sort of mediocre. You get this sort of as you die kind of sound effects. And yes, I could have voiced this game because that's really quite easy to do. But these guys are solid. I mean, they take loads of hits as well. It's not like boom, 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 you're on. It's like boom, boom, hits, they stand up, and then they kill you, like they're doing now. Now, if you see anyone with a weapon, sometimes they drop them and sometimes they don't. It's a bit of a weird system. I can't work out which ones drop the weapons and which don't. You can clearly see they have them, but they just don't want to give them up. Even in death, they will carry their weapons to their graves. So, oh look, it's the big black hole again. Excellent. And it's going to throw out some more blokes. Okay. Well, they're all dressed the same, they all look the same, so we've obviously got the triplets here, beating up the triplets. We will call them the Von Traps, because why not? The hills are alive with the sounds of gunfire. Not sure I've really got the right gist of the movie there, but hey, never mind. So we will punch him in his Von Trap and see what happens. But yeah, this jump kick mechanism is really weird, and the way that they've got the buttons on the arcade stick is really strange as well. You've got like the punch and you've got kick and jump together, and then you've got punch on the right hand side of jump. It doesn't work. You just end up hitting the wrong button. Let's see if I can get in this tank. Oh, I succeeded! Excellent. Oh, I've escaped from the POW camp and then going into an area which looks exactly the same as the POW camp. Amazing. So, yeah, the sound isn't great either, folks, which is a shame. I mean, what were those 3 guys doing in there? I mean, look at it. It's knackered. There's no way that was even going to be... That wouldn't have even rolled out of the courtyard, folks. But, yeah, the tracks are bust. The wheels are absolutely bent to hell. There's just no way that... Oh, by the way, don't bother with punch. It's just useless. So, There you go. So, yeah, all in all, it's a bit disappointing. It's like having sprouts for starters. Yeah. I mean, with the main meal, yeah, we can do that because we can do cool things with bacon and sprouts and make them tasty. But there's no way you're going to have sprouts for your starter. That's just wrong. But yeah, Prisoners of War. It's a big thumbs down, unfortunately, folks. But we'll carry on for a little bit longer and see if there's any improvements or anything that actually redeems this game, which I can't really see coming. It's just the same of the same of the same. And even the soldiers are all looking at each other like, hang on a minute, they drew you the same as me. And I don't know why they had that accent, but hey. But yeah, this could have been so much better. It could have been an absolute belter. I seem to remember enjoying this back in the day. I must have been on drugs. No, I've never taken drugs in my life unless it's paracetamol, in which case, well, maybe I'd had a headache after playing it. There we are. I was going to say the replay value is not great because I don't really think you're going to come back to this game. If you've got a friend, you might be able to sort of get through it in one sitting, but why would you want to? I think that'd be more my question, is why? Why would you want to? But yeah, the potential, unfortunately, was completely wasted. Now, I don't really understand why this game surfaced. It's not like... It's a bit of a weird background, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I know we've had Green Beret on the Spectrum and Arcade and all that, but that worked. But this, because you actually were a Green Beret, I mean, this guy is just a dude with a headband in his denims. I don't understand. But maybe it'll appeal to somebody. If you're one of those completionists and you like beat 'em ups, then this game may be for you. But it certainly isn't floating my boat today. And today is all about fun and frolics and activities and having a good time, whether it be with family or friends or on your own, which I am this year. My kids have gone off to Sweden with their mother, which is my ex-wife, and I am having a Christmas on my own for the first time in 18-20 years. So it's a bit of a funny one this year for me, folks. My mental health, like I said, has been crap, and one of the reasons behind that is because of my personal situation. I've lost about three people in the last 2 months, one to various health conditions, one from a brain aneurysm, and it's just crap. It's just this rubbish time of year, and yesterday I lost another friend to COVID, so here we are. Yeah. Great fun this time of year to be losing people, and my relationship has also dissolved. So there we go, all fun and frolics. But I'm still here, and I'm gonna be throwing myself into my channel a bit more because I'll have a bit more time. You know, but snow happens. It really does. So there we go. But don't feel sorry for me, folks. Just be there for me. That's all I ask. So I will be there for you, like in Friends. Yes. But yes, back to this pile of steaming, donkey poo. It's literally that, a big steaming pile of donkey poo. I can't. There's just nothing. There's nothing that's going to redeem this. Absolutely nothing at all. Unfortunately, it's unplayable. It's slow. It's jerky, and a big pile of wank. Oh. And there, sorry if you've got kids in the room. You might want to turn that down. Anyway, so Prisoners of War, a bit naff, and unfortunately it's going to be putting on the old log fire, and we will burn it to death. Forever. And there we are. So, that's the first offering I've got for you, folks. We're coming to the end of this first part of the Christmas special. And, well, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed the first part. We have a few parts to go, and they're going to be better than this, I promise. I won't put you through any more of this torturous poop. So there we go. But I hope that at least this has given you a bad taste in your mouth, because I can offer you a lot better tastes coming up shortly in this Christmas special on Christmas Day 2021. So there we go. Have you played Prisoner of War? Did you play it on the arcade? Did you play it on the NES? Was it any better on the NES? Because I don't know, because I didn't play it on the NES. So it's one of those games that maybe I should. Maybe it's better on the NES. I don't know. Well, we'll see. And there we are. There we are, absolutely done with this game. So prepare yourself for something a little better. Because it's, well, I do believe there's a Christmas challenge coming up. And I think you're going to enjoy that one. Because, you know, we were doing those challenges. Well, those challenges are... I thought I'd go one more this year. And we'll see how we get on. Now, the criteria is that you use your 3 lives, I do believe it is. And you have to get a top score within that life, those 3 lives that you've got. I won't tell you the game, but let's see how we get on. And let's get it on like Donkey Kong. Anyway, guys, back soon for challenge mode. Or, as I like to call it, are you ready? It's coming next. And here we go with I'd Tap That. Yes, brand new challenge for you guys. This time, Donkey Kong on the NES, because I thought this would be a quite easy one for you guys to find and have a go at. So, basically, the rules of the game are this. You must get the highest score within the, I think it's 3 lives that you have. If you do get bonus lives, you can include those. So we're not going to be pedantic about it. If you do manage to get extra lives, you can use those. It's not about how high up the levels you can go. It's about how many points you can score. So let's crack on and get on with a bit of Donkey Kong. So as you can see, the barrels are only worth 100. I'm not sure if there are more when we hit them because I wasn't paying attention. So. Now I think the NES version only has 3 levels, and I think they loop. So we're just going to keep going until I die. So there we go. I mean, not me, but Mario, because, well, if I did that, it'd be tragic. So there you go, 800 points for the Brolly. This isn't a review, this is basically just a bit of fun, and hopefully you guys will take part and have some fun too. So yeah, lots of obstacles you can see I've got to evade, and yeah, so at the moment what am I on? And my bonus is ticking down. You notice the bonus score there on the top right hand corner. You'll notice that depletes the longer I take on the level. So you guys are going to be wanting the best time possible as well to get your score the highest that you possibly can. So as soon as all my lives are out, then I will stop and we will have a totalizer at the end. And I hope you guys will be able to beat my score because, well, why not? It will be fun for you. So yeah, be careful of all the obstacles. We'll get as far as we can. Like I said, I do believe there's only 3 lives. And there's only 3. Oh no, I've got Mario 2. There we go. Yeah, so you can see the bonus is ticking down next to the amount of Marios I've got. This one is you need to collect all of the bits in the middle so that it makes the platforms fall down. And the NES version of this is actually quite good. So there we go. The controls are quite tight, so we haven't got any trouble with miscalculating things. So use the hammer when you can, because I think I can get more points for using the hammer. I've got 500 for that one, so that'll be good. And we'll just see how far we can go. So my score at the moment is 11,400. God, I'm rubbish at maths, even when it's on the screen in front of me, but never mind. So yeah, get as high as you can, score as many points as you can. Let's make this the Christmas challenge. Let's go and knock that thing out. And they're flames, aren't they? Now the thing with the hammer is you can't get rid of it, so you just got to wait till it runs out. So unfortunately I can take your bonus score a little bit down, probably more than you'd want it to. So there we go. But never mind. I'm going to do my best and I'm going to have some fun because God knows I need it. So there we go. So yeah, once you've beaten Donkey Kong, I think it restarts the game, but I think it gets a little bit harder, so we'll see how we get on. I'm sure there's probably going to be some of you out there that absolutely cane my score, which is fine. And just remember, if you beat the score, to upload a photo or a screenshot or something just to show your score. I'm not sure if you can do it through my my YouTube channel. There's a section on there for community. You might be able to do it through there. If not, pop along to the Facebook group, stick it on there, and let's have some fun. Thank you for all that took part in the very first challenge. That was before I'd even come up with a name for the challenge, and I think I'd Tap That is quite an amusing one. So yes, and, yeah, that's kind of going to be the new intro for that. So we'll try and chuck those in every now and again. But I thought, as it's so close to Christmas, let's put in a Christmas challenge, and it's got absolutely nothing to do with Christmas either. So I'm going great guns here. So there we go. Oh, that was close. Oh, I don't know if you can move. I'm not sure if you can clear that gap. I'm not sure I want to even try to clear that gap. But there we go. But yeah, that good old Donkey Kong's having a right smash up there, isn't he? Great time. I say great time. I mean, he's not even got. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Princess Peach, but he hasn't got her tied up or anything. She can just freely walk around. Oh dear. Okay, that's one of my lives gone. Ooh. It's very arcadey, this one as well, because it's quite nice. So other games that we're going to look at sometime in the future for these kind of challenges are things like Tetris, obviously, because, well, oh, there's another life gone. Oh no, oh, just a slight too late button push on that one. So yeah, Tetris is another good one. We can do time challenges, see who can get from one end of Mario Brothers to the other, that kind of thing. I've got lots of different things in mind, and if you've got any ideas for challenges, then let me know, because I'd be more than happy to hear from you, and we can implement them in as a fan-based thing as well. So, oh yes, you can make it. That was a good jump, Mario. Well done. So everything seems to have a pattern. So if you register the patterns quickly enough, you'll be able to work it out and get yourself over the levels as quickly as possible. So good old Kong looks really, really happy at the top there. But this is fun. I like this game. It's good fun. So Pac-Man's another one. Just see how many pills Pac-Man and his pills. How many pills that Pac-Man can do in one life or something silly like that. But it's all in the name of retro fun and gaming is what it's all about, folks. But yes, come on, challenge. I challenge you to beat my score on this game. And don't make stupid bloody mistakes like I did just then. Yeah, so it's very easy to do sometimes. Just that little lapse of concentration is all you need to plummet to your doom. But yeah, it's just another avenue of the channel which we're going to be looking at more in 2022 to give it more of a player experience or a fan-based experience anyway. So I hope you're going to enjoy having a go. It takes nothing really. It's a fairly easy game to find. So let me know how you get on. I'm so glad I didn't pick the Spectrum version for this, because the Spectrum version of Donkey Kong is horrendous. I don't know, it might have made a better challenge, who knows. But yeah, so we'll stick with this one. And it's just fun. It's really good fun. I always thought that the fireballs have little eyes on them, but the barrels don't, which is a shame. So this is the level where you could probably accumulate the most points if you pick up the right time to get your hammer, because you get 500 points per barrel that you hit, instead of 100 when you jump over them. So, and just remember that completion bonus as well. Now the thing about this level is that you've got to figure out when that's going to happen. Yes. So there we are. Are we on my last life? Yes, so I've got one life left. And yeah, we'll see how far we can go with this last life, and then the score will be presented to you at the end of this, and then we'll move into the next part of the show. Yeah, so I hope you're enjoying the show, by the way. It's a bit of a different format. I kind of like the fact we can have a few more bits and pieces included as well. This is how I imagine the show probably would have been eventually anyway, if I decided to do like once a week. Then we could have gone down that way of doing things, but it's all down to you. Do you prefer it when I do them individually, or do you prefer to have one big monster of a show put together? I'm not saying an hour, but Maybe a couple of reviews at once instead of one. It's up to you. Let me know any feedback in the comments, guys. I really appreciate it. So, here we are. We're on 43,800 points now. So let's see if I can get any better at it than this. Come on, Mario, we got this. Oh, no, we don't got this. Anyway, challenge done. Here's your score. Have fun beating it. Here it is. 44,600. Play me, challenge me, beat my score. On with the show. Yes, Super Mario Bros. 64. And now, how could I not include this on this particular edition? Look at it, it's brilliant. Now, I'm going to tell you that I'm a bit. Well, I'm annoyed with myself because I didn't check. But you can change the control scheme, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But graphically, it's brilliant. It's literally, I mean, Sonic was awesome, and this is also awesome. It's just like the NES version of Super Mario Bros. Of course, there weren't any other versions, were there really? Let's disregard the handheld updates and all that for now, because that doesn't really count. So there we are. But it is, they've got everything in there. It's just everything that you would expect and see in the NES version of the game. It's all there, including all the little sub-warps and tunnels and stuff. Just good stuff. And I've fudged that one up straight away. There we go. So Mario goes through his little castle. Princess is in another castle. For some reason. Oh, it's even got the score multiplier. Awesome. Okay, so this is great. I'm going to tell you now, this is not easy to find because Nintendo put the brakes on it. Because, well, they are the fun police, apparently. Sega take a little bit of a more relaxed approach to fan-based stuff. It's not like the guy was charging or anything like that for it. And, you know, let's be honest, the NES is, you know, yes, the cartridges are out there. But why not introduce Mario to a whole new audience? It's not like... Well, I don't know. It's Nintendo. They've always been cagey with their licenses, haven't they? But never mind. Still, we get to play this rather lovely game. And you can find it. You just need to know where to look. Hello, Google. Google. Yes, find it. I'm not going to tell you where because there's multiple places. And I don't want them all to get shut down, so then have a look yourself, find it, load it into WinVice if you haven't got a C64, and give it a bash and tell me what you think. But sound and graphics are amazing. They've got all of the right things down. They've got the graphics for the bricks being broken. They've got Mario himself looking rather dapper, and all the coins are in the right place. All the hidden coins are in the right place. It must have taken a while to get this right. And also, the music is spot on. You've got the underground levels and you've got your normal Mario levels. I'm not sure if the underwater levels are there because I haven't got that far with this. This is basically my second playthrough. As I play through, it's my second play. So, now controls are finicky, but it's not something that's unfixable. So they've used up as jump and fire button to use speed up and to fire your fireballs. Now you can change that apparently, which I haven't done because I'm in the middle of playing it, but apparently you can. So don't think that the jump is going to be problematic because it's not. Just reconfigure it and you'll be fine. So it's glorious, isn't it? It's amazing to see that the C64 is getting a whole lot of new usage over the last couple of years, and there's games that are just superb on it. Sonic and Mario on the same system. I think one of you lovely fans out there, I think was that you, Mr. Phantom, looking at you? I do believe you said that. Like, what a day we live in when Sonic and Mario can be found on the same console. Yes, indeed. So just a simple disc and away you go. So if you want to play it on your C64, I do believe you can. I'm not 100% on that one. I have a rather good info bite from another one of the... Oh, a bit silly. It's from Pixels Limited, just to give you, there's a little data burst there of things of the Sonic disc and things that you'll need to know. So have a look at that if you're looking to get Sonic up and running. It's a very good bit of information. So there you go. So yeah, I hope you guys are all going to have a fantastic Christmas, retro Christmas, retro gaming Christmas. Are you planning to retro game this Christmas? Let me know in the comments, and let's compare Christmases. But this is great, really, really nice. Like I said, the controls are, I mean, they're incredibly responsive, so you've got no issues with that at all. And then you've got the genuine music, you've got the genuine sound effects, which is again mind-blowing, and the gameplay as well. It is literally everything you'd find in the cartridge for the NES. So great job, very impressed. Just Nintendo need to stop throwing their toys out of their pram when somebody makes a game that's dedicated to one of their own franchises. But at the end of the day, it's introducing it to a new market. Come on, Nintendo, let's have a bit of blooming sense about this. They're not making any money off it, so wind your necks in. That's my piece there. Merry Christmas, Nintendo. Oh, pants. So I've just completely fudged that up, but never mind. So, we've got another life, so we'll go through that. And the coins as well. You collect your coins, collect 100 coins, get an extra life. All that is in place. Very, very good stuff. That was not a good jump. That really was not. So that's probably going to be game over. But we'll have another go, because why not? It's Christmas. I'm going to play what I like to play and show you guys a bit more of it. Now, the 2-player option is there, so it's turn-based, as it was on the NES. And I think you do need 2 controllers though, so don't try and play it on one. But if you've got friends round, plug that joystick in, and there you go. Have some Mario time. But yeah, playability, it's well up there, because this game was always a playable game in the first place, which is lovely. One of my first games I had on my NES, actually, Castlevania was actually the first game I had on my NES, and then I had this one shortly afterwards. I remember distinctly having this around Christmas time, because I remember that we were snowed in, and we had to move to someone else's house temporarily, because my mum and dad owned a post office. So we had to basically reside somewhere else, and there was no way that I wasn't going to take my Nintendo to, I thought it was haunted, but they house. And yeah, many a morning spent playing Mario before school, and many hours played once I got home from school. So the game's got it all really: the playability factor, the replay value, and age range is pretty much any. So get out there, have a good fun with it, and you know this is one of those games that you can challenge each other. Again, like I said earlier on, we can do a Mario, see how much of a score you can get in 3 lives or something like that. See how many coins you can collect, that kind of thing. We're going to be looking at a lot more games that can be used as challenges as well. So I hope you're going to enjoy that coming. I'm hoping that you're not involved with Donkey Kong just yet, and you're actually going to watch the rest of the Christmas show, and then you can go off and do your challenges. But I wish you good luck. So yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to see if the warp is here. I'm just going to see if they've included the warp, because I know there's a multi-level warp at the end of this level, which I'm hoping is going to be there, because, I mean, that's attention to detail, isn't it? That's 100% attention to detail, having the secret warps included in the game. I just love the fact that the little Koopas and everything else, it's just brilliant. All the animations are there for all the characters, absolutely. And, well, if you're a Mario fan, then, you know, you've got it all. If you're a Sonic fan, we've got you covered there too. Look at the last review, and you will see some Sonic on the C64. So there you go. All download links were supplied, and if there's anything I can download... if there's anything I can provide you with to download over the Christmas season that is involved in this video, then I will certainly do my best. Obviously, I can't give you links to copyrighted stuff. So, but again, Google is your friend. Google is your friend. So there, not hard to find. And if you need an emulator, there's plenty out there. Just be careful what you're downloading, because some of them are not very friendly. As in, some little goit has put viruses in them. But if you go to, I think it's called Zophar's Domain, or something like that, they've got a list of emulators there. If not, just put in Vice C64 emulator for this one. And my god, I'm bad at this on the C64. I'm so used to playing it on a control pad. I'm playing it on joystick at the moment, so it's a little bit of a different kettle of fish, so they would say. But there, it's just great, because all the level design is exactly how you would find it. I would actually should have done a side-by-side, shouldn't I? With the NES and the C64 playing side-by-side would have been great. But... oh, no, right, I'm going to have to go on the edge of this platform here, because there's no going back. So let's go through the portal, and there we go, the warp zones are here. So let's go to level 3. Yes. So here we are. Oh, look at this. There. Oh, it's the jumping... the winged turtles of doom, so we will call them. And but everything else seems to be here as well. The colour schemes are all present and correct. And this is actually a really fun version of the game. So, excellent. Oh, man. So here it is, Merry Christmas. Everybody's having fun playing retro games at, like, stupid o'clock in the morning because, well, why not? Because it's like I haven't got enough else to do later in the day. I've got to cook a 5-kilo turkey. That's going to take at least 4 hours. Oh, the fun of Christmas. You guys are all going to be with your loved ones, and if you can't be, then, you know, just think of me. No, don't do that either. But yeah, you know, always reach out if you're on your own, you know, then there are places you can call that'll help you out. But this is bringing me to the end of this game, so I hope you've enjoyed it, and get ready for the next bit of the show, because it's... bugger. Well, it's so weird not saying welcome watchers of Illusion after each video, but here we are with another game, and this one is for the Commodore Amiga, and it's a bit of a Christmassy one. I don't know if you've played the Terminator 2 arcade where you have to kill the Terminators like this, but this is kind of like that, but on the Amiga, and it's blooming better than that. So I'll tell you what you can do and what you're meant to do. So those guys that were walking with their just taking a casual stroll through the graveyard, those guys you can only kill when they turn and face you. But now, it's literally a mouse-driven game. You don't have to have a light gun. You can have a light gun, I believe. I think it supports that. So, look at that. Shoot the presents for bonuses. Excellent. Oh, I shot his hat off. Excellent. So, easy way to switch weapons is just to right-click on the mouse, and you will automatically switch from rifle to pistol, and vice versa. So the things falling from the sky, you need to be shooting those to collect them. The ammo clips. That's one way of refueling your gun. Refueling your gun? Reloading your gun. Don't refuel a gun unless it's a flamethrower. Yeah, we'll take a little trip through the graveyard, and well, it's nice and festive, isn't it? There's some snow going on there, and I don't know what the money's for. I don't know if that's just bonus points or whatever, but we're just going to see how far we can get through. Maybe have a couple of playthroughs, because, well, this is actually a really fun game. You can see the graphics are very nice, and they are certainly inspired by the Terminator 2 Amiga game, the arcade game. Do you know, don't think I've ever played the T2 version of this on the Amiga. I know we've played T2 on one of the systems. I think it was Amiga, and it was bloody awful game. Awful game. Well, this is nice. You get to shoot presents and get stuff out of them, and then you've got to shoot the little robots as well, because they shoot you, which is lovely. So it's like, thanks for your presents, now die. Very simple to play as well. This is really nice and smooth, very smooth. In fact, I think this works on a standard A500 disc. I'm using it on a 1200. I've just lost a credit, so I think you have 1 credit and you continue, and you then go and mash as many of these robotic monsters as possible. I'm trying to work out actually if they're robots or what, they're zombies or what. I'm not sure. Oh, we've got them wearing Christmas hats. How? Oh, that's ace. Festive zombies or festive Terminators or whatever you want to call them. Festive robots. Yeah, well, why not? But they are. They're Christmas hats. They're really cute. Those look like eyeballs, but they're not. They're rockets. Don't confuse rockets with eyeballs. In fact, the best way to do this is to play it and get someone to play it for you. and then have a look at everything that's going on behind you, because it's really quite, not behind you because that'd be weird, you turn around and look at the wall, no. Have a look at everything going on the screen at once. It's quite a lot to take in when you're actually playing it, so take a step back and get someone else to give it a play for you. There's lots of things to do on this game, and so we can... There's lots of things dropping from the sky. A bit alarmingly, there's guns dropping from the sky. I'm not sure where they're coming from, but there's plenty of things to have. There's things that explode everything on the screen. There are ammo clips, and that's game over. Let's give it another shot, because I'd quite like to do that. Loading times are quite nice as well. Nothing too obtrusive here. Graphics wise though, really nice. It really gives that element of a arcade game. Now there is a version of this that is non-Christmas themed. It is, and that's probably one I'll put in the comments for you, so that you can go and buy it yourself, because it's, well, this one's a freebie, but the actual full game for what they've based this level on, that's a paid for one. But it's not, it won't break your bank, and I do believe there is a physical version of it as well, so even better. So let's have a quick look now at everything else. So we're going to look at graphics, we're going to look at sound, playability, control, all that kind of stuff. Help us, Bean! So you start off with a pistol. And I really like the backdrop. I mean, there's a zombie in the background that just refuses to move. He's just frozen to the spot. We'll just say it's a very cold Christmas, and he can't move. So he comes on the screen initially and tells you what to do, and I really like the animations on this. I think perhaps the reticle could be maybe slightly larger, because you do tend to lose it amongst the snowflakes, but obviously the main game isn't based at Christmas time, so you're probably not going to even run into that issue on the main game. But the fact they've actually made a Christmas themed version of this for you guys to play over the festive period is absolutely brilliant, so well done. So you've got bullets, you've got shotgun shells, you've got money, and everything just works really nicely. Those explosions are actually really quite cool as well. So every time you take down a robot, you get that nice circular boom, which is really nice. So you can see the new on the UI there. We've got on the bottom, it tells you how many headshots you're getting there, which is quite cool. I tend to just headshot because they're easier to target anyway. Right mouse button will select your different weapons that you've managed to pick up as you go along. And like I said, I don't know if the money does anything other than points. If the developer does come along and have a look at this, then maybe they can tell me. But yeah, it's a really fun game. It's very smooth. The music and the sound is really nice. You can have either or you can have both, which again is a really nice option, because there's not a lot of games out there that enable you to have sound, music, or one or the other, or both. So it's always nice to see that you have options. Reloading seems automatic, so that's nice as well. Don't worry about that. Just carry on blasting those robotic scum and get those points up and get to the end, which I do believe there is a festive boss, I have been told, at the end of this. That's going to try and get to him and see if we can beat him. These are those Christmas dudes again. Let's see if we can get rid of these rockets, because otherwise they take quite a lot of your health down. I think health is in the bottom left-hand corner there, by the way. So, oh, those blow up everything things. They're quite useful actually. But yeah, I do like it. I like it a lot. And if I can get my hands on the other version of this game, then I will certainly do my best and bring that one to the channel at some point in the new year. So hold onto your retro pants for that one, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, sound and music's great. The animations are nice. The whole concept of the game is great. Really nice. Was it me, or did he look like he was doing the Fonz fingers then? Hey. So we've lost a credit. So basically you have a credit. You lose your lives, you get a credit. You can start with a brand new set of life and all that stuff. But once you lose that one, it's game over. So there you are. Playability, very nicely done. And yes, it's going to keep you coming back. So the replay value is certainly there. And obviously I'm basing the sort of full game on this, because this is based on the full game, if that makes sense. So if this is going to be good, then you can imagine that the main game is going to be absolutely bloody awesome. So go ahead and support the developer, because they deserve it. No freebies on this one, guys. This one is free, but the main game isn't. So there we go. Any age range, really, because it's just shooting robots. Yeah! Can't go wrong with that. A little bit of Termination for Christmas. But yeah, I thought we'd go festive towards the end of the show. I can't believe that we are like this far through it already. It's not easy to sit here and talk for this amount of time, but I'm doing it and I'm quite pleased with myself. So I hope you're enjoying the show. We've still got a little bit to go before we say Merry Christmas, but it's coming. Let me know what you think of this game in the credits. Let me know about this game in the credits. Let me know about this game in the comments. See what you think, or the show in general. I'd love to hear from you guys. And just tell me what you're doing for Christmas. I feel so alone. Oh, hello. It's Frosty the Jackass. Oh, right. So Mr. Freeze is throwing his balls at you, and he seems to have like a mime in front of him. Like, yeah, I don't know if you shoot her, anything happens, but if it's anything like RoboCop, then you can do yourself some damage. You can see that he's got his own health meter and stuff, so that's quite cool. Nice to have a boss as well to fight at the end of it all. And I'm pretty sure he said, "You're not sending me to the cooler." So nice little nod there to Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin, I think that one was. There's a freeze coming. Yes. So there, "You're not sending me to the cooler." I'm not very good at army impressions, but there we go. But yeah, great game. Go and grab it. If I remember, I'll put the download link in once I've finished all this, and go and have a go for yourself, and let me know what you think. And I say support the developer, because he's done a bloody good job with this, hasn't he? Yes, he has. So there you go. Going to play it right now. I don't think I'm going to beat him either. I'm not doing very well. I've got him down to a quarter health. I don't think I'm actually. I might be. Oh, wait a minute, that hit me quite hard. Where's he gone? Oh, he's over there now. So I think you've got to basically just shoot him in the head and see how we go. Oh, no, I've only got 3 health bits left. It's 2, 1. Ah, he killed me. Alright, see you in the next one. The next one is the final one. So hold on to your hats, everybody. Your Christmas hats.
The city is covered with Christmas decorations. And people are looking for presents for their loved ones. Among them are Elliot and Clarice. They all look rushed. That gentleman, that lady, that old man. Why do they have to walk that fast? In the crowd, they feel something important is missing. The streets look so beautiful. This is the most cheerful time of the year, but it seems like nobody is paying any attention to something important. Walking down the street, they find themselves in the middle of Twin Seeds City, facing the mammoth Twin Seeds Tower. It is decorated beautifully, and the tower appears as one huge Christmas tree. However, they realize what is missing from the Christmas spirit. The one thing nobody seems to notice. There is no shiny star atop the gigantic Christmas tree. Without it, the tree is incomplete.
And we're back with Christmas Nights into Dreams. Now these games are really popular on the Sega Saturn and I've never actually played them before, so you can watch me now do spectacularly rubbishly on this game, but hey, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's put our name in, because why not? That's how we roll with our Retro RS. That's right, let's go with that, shall we? Yeah, so the Nights into Dreams on the Sega Saturn was a massive, massive hit. And they did this Christmas version of it, which I think was a bonus one. I can't remember if this was actual. I can't remember whether this was a commercial release or whether it was like one of those magazine front discs that you got on the front of magazines. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys know. I'm not sure. But I thought, well, you know, being as Christmas, and we're bringing you some of the nicer games this year, apart from Prisoner of War. So let's have a go, and this is so colourful already, really nice. Now the Saturn obviously was the PlayStation's biggest sort of contender, and I'm not sure. This game actually quite nice, and I think this would have rivaled like Pandemonium quite easily. So I've just turned into a whatever that is, and Santa's sort of gliding around in the background. And I'm not even sure what the hell I'm doing, so I'm just going to fly around and have some fun, and we'll kind of have a look at the different criteria as we go. But, I mean, graphically it's lovely, isn't it? Really nice little game, and this is fun. So yeah, a game that I'm not familiar with, but it looks really, really nice. It's very smooth, I'll give it that much, and it's a shame really, because the Saturn had quite a lot to go on really, and I don't understand why they didn't do quite as well as the PlayStation, which is, because most of the games that you could get for the PS1 you could get for the Saturn and vice versa. I'm guessing it just wasn't as well supported, but then the Dreamcast had the same problem. It's just one of them things. I'm trying to get that yellow ball, but oh, you can spin, that's quite cute. Okay, so graphically really, really nice, very smooth, colourful. I call that very Christmassy, very, very nice. And sound is lovely as well. You've got this nice CD quality sound. It's just nice to have the sort of Christmas song at the start of the video as well, which is nice. Or the game, I should say, not video. So absolutely brilliant. And yeah, this is really quite nice. This is a joy to play, and that's all. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but I'm just going to continue picking up stuff and just flying into stuff, because that seems to be doing me some good. I've got 15 seconds to do something. What am I supposed to do in that 15 seconds? I don't know. Let's go through some of these rings and things. Oh, it's got little melodies you go through them. I quite like that. So am I supposed to go back into here? Oh, I just thought, I'll turn back into the girly again. What am I supposed to do? Follow the arrow. We will follow the arrow. I don't know where the hell I'm going, but we'll follow the arrow. Oh, there's a spotlight. Am I not supposed to get found? I'm going to just run away from that. Oh, no, we've got a nice Christmas beat as well. So yeah, the sound-wise on this is really nice. You've got nice tinkly sound effects, and you've also got Christmas songs on it, which is even better. And yeah, I'm quite enjoying this. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to rescue them? I'm not sure. Either way, I'm having fun. So Nights into Dreams Christmas Edition, it's well worth picking up. It's playable, and replay value would be quite good. I'm not sure if there's a lot to it, which makes me think more along the lines of that cover disc kind of thing, because full games are very rare to get on cover discs until about 10 years after their release. At least that was the way it was on the Spectrum. Yes, the Spectrum used to have giveaway tapes on magazines, and the Amiga had cover discs, and this, I think, was a... Well, just because I can't remember. I seem to remember this being an exclusive on something. I'm sure you guys will fill in the gaps for me in the comments. So, yeah, I really like this. It's great fun, and that's the thing. I mean, it's only one player, but you can always do, a challenge mode with it. See how many things you can pick up before the time runs out. So much going on. It's lovely. Really nicely designed, and I would very much like to play the actual game of Dreams now, because Nights into Dreams, I think. If it's anything like this, then it's going to be a ton of fun, and I think that's coming on the channel in 2022. So there you go. What would you like to see for the end of the year show? Would you like me to do a year in review type thing? What would you like to see? The channel is all yours for the taking, so to speak. Let me know what you'd like to see. If there's any games you'd like to see, I could do maybe a New Year's special, a bit like this, but with like fan content. So you can tell me what you want to play, I'll play it, and then we can compare notes. So if you've ever wanted to do a review, then now might be your chance. So there you go. Anybody want to collab with me? Anyone like to do a retro revival collaboration? Let me know in the comments below. But this kind of caps Christmas for me, because this is a lot of fun, and that's to me is how a Christmas should be, especially when it comes to having fun and making memories at the end of the day. You know, a lot of these games you guys will be remembering from your Christmases. What am I doing? When you were younger. So let me know what your best Christmas memory is when it comes to video games. And oh, that was nasty. She's got power bombed onto her back. Ouch. So let me know what your favourite Christmas memory is of gaming. Did you have a game that you were after for absolutely ages, only to have Santa come and deliver it for you, and all that jazz? And what was your worst Christmas game that you ever got that you thought, oh, I really like that, and then when you got it, it was a load of pants? Rosetta Stone, I'm looking firmly at you. But there we are. Right, so collect 20 colour chips and bring them to the tree. Light a candle on the cake with the idiot to complete the course. Of course I didn't do any of that, did I? But I'm quite happy flying around. Oh, open your presents. Okay, so... do here. Oh, is it a matching game? Okay, so I've got nothing. Great. Never mind. Alright, so must remember to do that on the next run round. Let's rerun the fun, and this time we'll choose the other guy that we can play out. So let's have a quick butchers of the options as well while we're here. Let's see if there's anything worth playing around with. So we've got sound test, audio screen, TV screen, normal or widescreen. Well, it looks widescreen already, which is a bit weird. Options. No, I don't need to do anything here. So let's crack on and see how we get on with the next character. Hello, Clarice. I mean, why has he got blue hair? Some anime stuff in it. Spring Valley. Excellent. Okay, so we are back in the game, and we're going to be having another look, and pretty much review's done, really. Let's just have some fun with the game. So here we go. We have... I don't even know. I'm so lost. So we've got a sort of morph with that, whatever he is. I'm guessing that's Knights, is it? But I just love this whole Christmas aesthetic. It's really nice. You've got these bells that you collect, and you've got stars, and you've got like tinkly bells and all sorts of stuff there, which is great. So, UI, I haven't had a look at that yet. So, top left, I don't know if that's how many things we've collected, but apparently if we fly into those Christmas tree ornaments, we drop them off. And you seem to be able to grab hold of stuff and spin around as well, which is nice. The whole control system is nice too. Although, on first sort of playthrough, you don't really know what things to do. So your control pad, your D-pad will spin you around in circles and control you wherever you want to go. And then you have got like a turbo button which will make you fly faster, so that's all good. I think for me it's just getting a hang of the directions and where you've got to go and what you've got to look out for, because there's a lot on the screen that you can't get to initially, so you've got to keep your eyes open. As good as they are. Flew through there, the greatest of ease, because why not? I'm like a Christmas man on a flying trapeze. So here we go, here we go. Got 40 seconds left, so I'm guessing that you've got somehow you can bump the timer up, because otherwise you don't have a lot of time left anyway. Again, I'm sure you're going to tell me in the comments that I missed this, that, and the other. There we go. Oh, got another. Oh, there we go. I've got some time back. Not even sure what I was delivering, but I did it. So there. But yeah, so this is the last game of the show for today. I'm going to be taking the next few days off. because I really need a recharge. But don't worry, I'll be back very soon with some brand new content for the channel and all these new features that I've implemented, such as the challenge mode. I tap that. I score challenge. That's coming in the new year. Dungeons and Dragons intro is finalised. That will be coming as well, because that one has been far too long out of the system. So I'll be looking for recommendations for really, really bad games to play, and anything that scores a 2 or under. Maybe it should be 3. Yeah, anything between 1 and 3 points at the end. We're going to be looking at throwing that into the dungeon. So let me know what the worst games are that you've ever played, and I will add them to a dungeon list, and then I will get to play them. And yes, I will make a judgment call and see what. And just make your points. Tell me why they're rubbish as well. So it gives me something else to look out for. And let's just see how we compare notes on things. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So that's all good fun. And we are nearing the end now. We have just hit the hour mark, so I think it's time now to put this to bed, and myself, because it's early hours of. I've got a long day tomorrow, and then I can recharge my batteries a bit over the next couple of days and get back to you guys with some fresh new content for the channel. I don't know how much I'm going to be doing between now and New Year, but I will certainly try and do a couple of shows before we head into 2022. So let me know what you'd like to see before the end of the year. I'll do my best to accommodate you. So, Nights into Dreams Christmas edition. I think I'm having great fun just flying around, but I'm still absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to do. I seem to get woken up by some sort of egg timer, but oh my god, I've got some sort of. Oh well, never mind. I'm scoring points somehow. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. I will speak to you again very soon. Look out for some new reviews coming on the channel in the next week. Let's head into 2022 with a positive attitude and a smile on our faces, because, well, that's what we do. And we can leave this rather crappy year behind us and look forward to some fresh, new content for the Retro Revival show. So, thank you ever so much to everyone that stayed with me for the year, and the last few years actually, and hello to everybody that's new to the channel. If I haven't said hello to you guys yet, then I do apologise, but great to have you guys along, and please check out my Patreon, and if you can help support the channel, then go ahead. There are a few options, and it starts really, really cheaply as well. So there we are. Thank you ever so much, guys. You are da bomb. So I will bid you a very good night and a very, very happy Christmas, and I hope you have a stunning day, because you're every single one. You deserve it. So have a cracking Christmas, play some retro games on my behalf, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for the ride, folks. It's been a blast. I'll be back very soon with a brand new review, and as always, it's bye for now. Happy Christmas!